Good morning, ITG. Welcome to our Q1 Town Hall Meet. Forgive me for not joining you live, although I'm listening in. With my present situation, it's quite difficult to join you and speak with you in live, as mornings are usually a very busy time for me. Let me first congratulate everyone for a job well done for quarter one. I know that meeting targets, especially this at this time, is um, not easy. So great job, everyone. Good job. This morning, I was actually tasked to give you an economic briefing as part of the town hall agenda. However, I thought about that particular topic and I just concluded that I don't know more about the economy than I guess you do. And especially in our situation today where um, so many factors and parameters just easily change economic data and even the forecast. So even if it presents something to you, a framework or even the past data today, this morning, it won't really add value to to you and to our meeting this morning. So instead, I decided to give you a few words of encouragement as we look into uh, quarter number two. As it is in the Philippines today, our COVID cases continue to increase as far as infection numbers are concerned, and um and those who are infected are coming very close to our homes. You know, we have people that we know, friends, relatives, loved ones that are being confirmed with positive, um, and I know that scares us. Um, and as we try to live as normal as possible, or at least as in the new normal, like working uh, remotely or wherever you are, I know that sense of fear still remains in your hearts. And so let me encourage you with God's word this morning, as I shared to you James, the book of James, chapter one from verses 2 to 4. Okay, so let me just read out of the ESV version. It says here, "Count it all joy, my brothers, when you meet trials of various kinds, for you know that the testing of your faith produces steadfastness. And let steadfastness have its full effect, that you may be perfect and complete, lacking in nothing." Okay, so I know if you're not in the faith, if you're not a follower of Jesus, that's fine. I'm sharing from God's word, or from the Christian faith. But there's spiritual truth in here that I believe would also add value to you. First, it says here that we should count it all joy when we meet trials of various kinds. And I guess we all agree that we are experiencing trials of many kinds, of various kinds, not just physical health. Probably some of us are struggling with mental issues. Some of us are caring for some of our loved ones who are sick. Um, while some of us are being stressed by work-related matters, pressures from the customer, pressures of hitting targets, and these are trials that are inevitable. As long as we are living, trials will come. Now, as you all know, I'm also experiencing trials of my own in the family, and and it says here that we should count it all joy. Kind of counterintuitive, right? Uh, and and probably you're asking me, Chris, are you saying that we should be joyful and we should be rejoicing that we are going through these trials? Well, that's not me saying it. It's God's word saying it. So I'm just relaying it to you, and I'm trying to as much as I can to live by it as well. And 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 let's continue on and see why. Okay. because it says here that these trials will test our faith. Okay, and these trials will test your character, our belief system, our personhood. And the bigger the trial, the bigger the outcome. The smaller the trial, the smaller the result. So whatever trials that you are going through, whether it be personal or family or work related, if you consider this a big trial that you feel that it's impossible for your strength to accommodate, do not be discouraged, because as you go through this and as you exit this one day, you will realize that it will produce for you to become a bigger person, a person with stronger character. Okay? Because the testing of our faith, as it says here, as I continue on, it will produce steadfastness. Now, what is steadfastness? To be steadfast means to be still, to be calm, to be resolved. Okay. Now, I like doing exercises, and I practice boxing, or I play boxing. Since the quarantine last year, I've been doing some exercise at home, but lately I've been reduced to just 2 exercises, and that's push up and some sit ups, just to get my heart pumping, to make sure that my heart is well, but also to make sure that my core and my body is strong. Now, I started with these push-up exercises last year, and I started with maybe 10 or 20 push-ups a day. And after 20 push-ups, my arms started to wear out, and I could do no more. Today, in minimum, I do about 100 push-ups. In one go, I can do about probably 60 or 70 if I push it to the limit. And that's because I do it every day. And as I continue to test my arms and to test my heart, I realized that the more the more that I do, or because I do it every day, the more steadfast I become, the more steady I become. My arms, are being accustomed to the stress and the pressure of my weight. And I guess it's the same for our character. As we go through difficult times, when our faith and our character is being tested, it will produce in us stability. And finally, as a conclusion to the passage that I've read to you, it says here, and let steadfastness have its full effect. So there's a completion. There's a fullness of being steadfast. There's an end point that we can all look forward to, and that is to be perfect and complete, lacking nothing. Perfect and complete, lacking nothing. And perhaps to you, that doesn't sound like reasonable. What does perfect and complete means? Okay, and let me try to explain in a very simple and straightforward manner. Steadfastness is simply stillness. Let me ask you, when bad news comes, when you went to go for a COVID test and the result comes to be positive and you start to feel symptoms, can you be steadfast? Can you be calm? Can your mind stop thinking and forecasting and planning about what to do next? Can you put your heart to that level of calmness where you'd be able to still be joyful, or be happy, or be able to work out a solution to the problem? That is steadfastness. That is the benefit of undergoing trials and producing stillness in us. A mature person, a person with a strong character, when faced with adversity and challenges and trials, they can be steadfast. and they can work out a plan. They can think of solutions. They don't crumble in chaos. They don't succumb to panic. That is the benefit of being steadfast, to be full and complete. And that's what I pray for all of us. Some of us are undergoing very difficult trials. A trial probably that beyond the endurance of our own present character. I encourage you to stand firm. Know that you have your ITG family with you, and no matter what that problem is, come to your leaders, come to your co-workers. We are one family here, and we will find a solution to that. We will be your encouragement. We will walk in steadfastness with you. Um, but but I also would like to encourage you, if you don't know God yet at this time. If you're still searching, or if you're still doubting that there's even a God that would allow such kind of a pandemic to take so many lives, I challenge you today to think about knowing that God, because there's a living God who continues to oversee, not just oversee everything, but who loves you so much that He had already provided for everything that is needed for those who are in His kingdom or in His family. He already provided. The problem is, you have not received it yet, or you don't know, you're not in a position to receive it yet. And that's what I pray for you, that you would know this God, because He's just wanting to give you everything, to give you peace, to give you stillness, to give you steadfastness, to give you healing, to give you prosperity, to give you wellness. And so with that, again, I look forward to going through quarter two. I know more challenges would continue to face us, but we shall not be deterred. We shall not be discouraged. Alongside with each other, we will go through Q2 with firmness, with steadfastness, with focus in accomplishing our goals. If any one of you is encountering any kind of personal problem or health issues, please come to me. I'd like to pray for you. I'd like to pray for you. Okay? So with that, I wish everyone well. God bless us. God bless our families. Good morning, ITG.